become Man United. You broke your knee. You didn't play. Okay, move forward.
He broke his leg.
Facts.
And he got on that train to carry your mirror to your house.
Some of you, your expectations is also not what you are. You are not your type's type. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for liking, subscribing, for watching, hugging, for commenting, for what else do people do? For laughing, for crying. I hope you don't hate us though. For not, I was gonna say for hating. Actually, for haters, don't be a hater. Don't hate, please. Hate your enemies.
Okay.
But yes, we are back for episode numero.
I don't know which episode.
Cinco
de Mayo.
No. Or un, deux, trois, quatre. I
don't speak French, but
catch. Ooh, un, deux, trois, quatre. I'm back, guys. And then my favorite language.
Meta.
Maroon. No, that's wrong.
Did I get it right?
That's wrong.
Did I get it right? Meta.
Mary.
Meji.
Mefa.
I don't even know.
Mewa.
Yeah, I got it right. It's Mefa.
Did I get it wrong, guys?
I got it right.
Is it?
I got it right.
I want to say it's Maroon, but I don't think it is. I'm so embarrassed.
I know, and I'm
so
Ghanaian and Jamaican.
What did you say it was?
I can't remember.
If it's I can't. You know me. I can't play that game. How can I forget my numbers?
Some of us went to school. Some of us didn't.
Maroon. If it's not, that's so bad. 5.
Maison.
And that's 9.
I made that up.
Maison's not made up. It's 9.
I mean, I don't know. What's 10?
Mewa.
Ayoko.
1. You can't even get to 3. Such an embarrassing babe. Do you know we're gonna have a Yoruba episode?
Meji.
We're gonna have a Yoruba episode.
Meta.
Okay.
Maroon.
Huh?
Meta is 3.
Yes.
Exactly. Meji is 2.
You need to be practicing your Yoruba.
No, I don't need to do that.
You do.
No, I don't.
You do.
No.
Lizzie, never in your life doubt yourself. Never in your life, because it is Maroon. I don't know why I felt that. Anyway,
it's a shame that ain't gonna pay GBP bills, is it? So that's what it is.
So whatever. I mean, my Yoruba babe, he gonna appreciate that. Anyway, I was gonna say I've been seeing that podcast go, but I'm not ready to talk about them just yet.
What podcast?
The podcast that they were speaking Yoruba, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go there. I'm just not, because they're gonna think I fancy them.
I hope by the time this comes out,
they're gonna think
what we're talking about. Cause
they can't think I fancy them because I do. So yeah. But we're gonna have a Yoruba anyway.
Not them.
It's true. We fancy. I was gonna say the alpha male, but let's not cause controversy.
Oh, come on, I didn't say that one.
I didn't say that one too. Yeah. That's what they said.
I just said that the Yoruba was sweet though.
It was so. Anyway.
Stop it.
Anywho, welcome to episode 5 of the
Can We Talk?
Why is she shouting? Why is she shouting?
Can they lower the volume? Because I was really shouting. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, of the Can We Talk podcast. Yes, we are back. How are you guys doing? How's everybody feeling?
Hope you're feeling... Okay, no, actually, I was going to say something bad. Hope you're feeling good.
Yeah, you better be feeling good because you look good.
You don't
look
know
at
that.
yourself. You look good.
Take a look in the mirror. Say, what's up, what's up, what's up?
I don't know for your sister, guys. I don't know for your sister.
Yeah, I'm
you
getting
look good.
money.
Yes, you that's in your pajamas for the past 3 days. You do look good though. I do like it.
That's offensive.
It's not offensive.
Onesie gang.
One's in it. With the onesie people, you've been go and bath though, because you're starting to sense your scent is starting to change. So go and bathe. Go and bathe and then come back and watch this video. Thank you.
I'm screaming.
We are back. We are back again. What are we talking about today?
Relationship.
So, guys, we will not be, and I think that's one thing I said. I didn't want to be another relationship podcast because there's many. However, we cannot come on. Let's not be stupid now.
And not talk about it.
We cannot not talk about it, because I think right now we are in a real crisis. you know, I think we're going to bring a different spin, but also a relatable spin, because like I said, I think we're not doing the whole who's paying for dates
body count.
Where we're not doing body count. We need to grow up, first of all. So anyone that's still talking about body counts on your podcast,
sorry, I just want to say something. If a man asks you your body count, I need you to kindly leave the restaurant, wherever you are. Leave. And men, if you're still asking women their body count, I need you to talk to Jesus.
I think also vice versa. Ladies, if that's your concern, you need to let it go.
I mean,
girls don't really ask, do they?
No.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
But I feel like if a woman is asking, I personally feel like if a woman, I don't know.
This is not what this pod is about. I'm not talking about
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
I was going to say we're not. Another one that they used to
Thank you. So we're not doing that. Today, we're talking about dating in 2024.
Yes.
Guys, we need to take a minute silence.
Let's have a moment.
Let's have a moment and just reflect. So, Tommy, dating 2024.
Yeah.
What's that been like? What's that been like for you? In fact, before we get into for you, let's not do for you. Let's not do for us.
For you, page.
For you, FYP. What has dating been like for our generation? So, you know, let's talk about, obviously we have our friends, male and female. We have our siblings. So we've got a bit of data, you know, when we're talking about dating.
I've done the studies.
Yeah, we've done the studies. We've seen what the socials are saying. We've seen what the girls and the guys are saying in the world. What's dating been like? I mean, we can separate it from online and in person, but as a whole, let's make it so easy. One word to describe the dating scene 2024.
As a relationship expert, I would describe dating in 2024 as an atrocity.
Atrocity. That's the one word.
There are nuances to that.
Yeah, but the one word is
an atrocity.
Okay. My word for the dating in 2024 would be I want to say, I need another word because the word I'm going to say doesn't really equate to what I'm trying to say. It's not hidden. What's that word when only rare? Diamond. 1 in a billion. Atom. So I'm going to use all those words. Atom. Air.
This girl.
Gas. It is there, but it's not seen. That's my word. Thank you. Phrase, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much, guys.
That was good.
Thank you. I felt very passionate to say that.
Atom.
Atom, yes. It's as tiny. Can you see it? I don't know, but it's there.
It's there.
It is there. Okay. They're saying it's there. So yes, that's how I'm going to summarize. But let's get into it. Let's get into dating 2024 as a Christian also. Because we can't forget that. We can't forget that struggle.
Yeah.
What's dating like, you know, as a how's it been for you or your friends or people that you know in 2024?
Oh my guys are ballers.
But it's happening though.
Do you know what? The thing is,
happening.
One thing I will say about dating is that I want to say it's atrocious. I want to say it's terrible. But the thing is, people are still dating.
They're getting it.
There's so many rings. Like, I can't lie. I went to like 15 weddings this year. No exaggeration.
Yes.
If you want to follow me, Tommy Naomi on Instagram, you can go to my highlights. You can
see it. Trust me. You can see wedding guest connoisseur.
So people are actually getting married. So I want to say that dating is awful. But then I'm like, is it really? When I look at my closest friends.
Love you guys.
Ain't none of them got no rings.
She said ring. Go back one step.
They ain't even dated.
Thank you.
And it does worry me because I think, I think on a grand scale, dating is really bad at the moment. Personally, we'll get on that. So I think personally, dating for me, I have not dated properly in years. I think this year I went on a few dates. But again,
you can count that one hand.
Yes,
and I think when we say dates, let's not act like we were on loads. Sorry, I had to clarify because I know someone was going to say, but she's been dating then. No.
I went on like maybe
she went on
3 days.
Count on one hand.
And all the same person. And also someone I already knew. So it wasn't that I met a new person either. Great dates. But I'm still single. So I think the issue that I see with dating in 2024, I think it's all the things that we always say. I think there's so many options. I think especially with men, because men do have, I mean, if we're speaking for heterosexual relationships, but men always have the upper hand.
Facts.
Most of the time it is the man pursuing the woman, so it's on his time, it's when he's ready. And I think nowadays men have so many options that it's like, why do I need to settle down? Or, you know, it's also, I'm sorry women, I have to say this stupid city girl movement has ruined it for a lot of us.
Okay, yeah. Can you explain for those that don't understand city girl movement? Because my mom is going to listen.
Okay, so city girls, how will I explain it? City girls, can you Google it?
This girl's not real. She said,
City girls is a movement where girls are like, you know, we're going to treat men like rubbish. We don't care. We're all about the money. It's I get my own. I've got this and I want his too. We don't respect men. Men are to be used.
Yes.
And I think we've got so in our head with that movement that a lot of men truly believe that women only want them for their assets and their money. So I think men are fearful and also feel like they don't have enough. So I think there's that element.
Yep.
I think another layer of it is people are tired. People are tired. And I think, unfortunately, again, with social media, where we, like before, you wouldn't have social media. You would only have your small village that you're talking to this person. So you shall stick with Kunle because you don't know if you're going to meet someone again.
Kunle's not a real person, just to clarify.
I don't know who Kunle is.
Yes.
But I feel like now you don't have to do that. You can. I watched one TikTok the other day. She was like, I think it's better if I say who I haven't slept with. You know, I've slept with Tiger, this person, that person. That we have so much access to different things that you just wouldn't have before.
Yeah.
That I feel like marriage and relationships aren't at the forefront of people's minds. You also have secularization. People aren't marrying because they don't necessarily believe in it anymore. And the church, unfortunately, is... The witches are taking over.
Not the witches. She said the Ajahs have come
The witches are taking over. And I'm sorry, this is for the men. I think men are becoming insecure.
In terms of...
Because every time I have a conversation, not every time, a lot of the times I've had conversations with men and they'll be saying stuff like, yeah, but women are earning more now.
Oh, okay. So there's also that. So they're now like, we're toe-to-toe.
Yeah, but why should that be an issue? That's what I think. I think men now think that they're competing with us.
They are,
and women don't even want to be women. But you don't want to be a girl anymore.
Yeah.
You want to be a man.
Okay.
You want to pay everything.
She said, I want to be the woman and the man in this relationship. Yes, no, I 100% agree with every point you've raised. I think that dating today, it feels harder than it needs to be.
Yeah, because people don't want to open up.
Because people don't want to, thank you. I think people don't want to, we don't want to share anymore. We don't want to graft anymore. We don't want to, and the thing is, I get it though, it's tedious. Who's got time to keep getting to know somebody's son? I'm tired.
I don't care for your favorite colour and shoe.
Listen, you can only like Arsenal so many freaking times. What the heck? I like you okay. Become Man United. You broke your knee, you didn't play, okay, move on. For God's sake. For God, all of your knees break. I'm tired. Don't want to hear that again.
Have to do trigger warning.
Sorry, I am.
Someone is sitting there with his broken
knee saying damn. But I think people are tired of getting to know like getting to know people anymore. And I can understand that, like, it's tedious, you know, having to know this person, it doesn't work out, having to know that person, it doesn't work out. At the end of the day, it's something we have to do, though. Do you know what I mean? I think it's not avoidable, because I think we're now saying we don't want to do it, but you have to.
But I also, I think the other side of it, though, is I think we don't need to anymore.
We don't need to know people.
We don't need to get, like, settle down or be in relationships anymore.
Okay.
Because, like, sex now, it's not as taboo a subject. Like, you can sleep around now, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you might get called whatever, but it's like people, you get over it. Whereas before, you dare do that. Yeah. And even I think women, in being independent and in a positive way, we're not reliant on men for finances, for example, which is why a lot of women would have married before, or, you know, I don't know, let's say, like, things that I think now people are doing by themselves. So buying houses, not even in our current economic climate, it's not looking great, but women are able to do things they wouldn't have had to do before. So I think also on women's sides, I feel like they have that independent, I don't need a man, because really...
You don't.
Do you?
You do.
You do.
But for reasons you think you do.
Yeah, because people are going to do IVF at sperm banks with no father and having babies.
I mean, that's a whole different conversation, which I can't get into right now because everything I'm going to say is very controversial and crazy. So I'm not going to touch that. What I am going to touch is I do agree that because there are so many leeways we have in today's society, the pressure to even want to get married isn't there, or even not even the pressure, the genuine want to get married or to be in committed relationships isn't necessarily there the way it was once before. And I think, like I was saying before, I think we've added so much to dating that now makes it unattractive. Like, so now I need to know what he has, what he does.
Like Lizzie hasn't even bought me a Rolex yet, and we've basically been dating for like 2 years.
I reject her in the mighty name of Jesus. Okay. But yes, in the sense that it's like we're adding so much more to dating that I think is required for dating. Yes. I don't think it needs to be as tedious. Like, it's the same way if you get to know, like, how did your friends become your friends? In the same, like, manner, like, how did you get your boys? How did you get your girls? I think that's what it needs to go back to, like, genuine, just like meeting people and spending time with them and having a good time. And I think in that's where you kind of meet your person, because I think when you're adding, oh, I'm going on a date and I'm ticking this box and I'm ticking that box and I'm making sure he does this and making sure she does that, we get overwhelmed and now we don't want to do it anymore. So now, and then also I think, obviously I'm never going to speak for a man, however, for the men that I've spoken to, I also think that there's a lot of things that they've added on to themselves that you just you don't need, but obviously I'm guessing because of, you know, lifestyle and the world we live in, they feel like they have to all be at this level, at this, you know, place in their lives before they even consider women. And I think that's quite sad, that men feel like they have to achieve billions before, not just in like billions of money, but billions of things that they need to do before they even consider, you know, let me have a babes. Because most relationships now that I kind of see that are successful are the ones that have started from when they were kids. Because that way there was no expectation. At 16.
You're vulnerable then. People aren't being vulnerable anymore.
Exactly. At 16, if I say, babe, I'm buying you juice, you're excited. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God. I had a crush in sixth form.
Oh gosh, here we go.
And he bought me Nando's wings. And I can't lie to you, I'm 29 and I'm still thinking about that.
Facts.
Did he turn out to be great? No. Shout at him where he is.
At that time.
But that was the best thing anyone could have ever done.
Exactly. And so I think even now we don't, but I guess it goes back to I think ourselves. We don't know ourselves enough to know our temperaments and what we actually love and need. So that when we now meet people, we don't know what we want from them. And there's a lot of figuring it out. And I think men do that quite a bit more in terms of like in the relationship, they tend to figure it out, which is sad because now you figured it out, it's not her.
Oh, okay.
You know? And then where do we go? And I think men do that a bit more because I can't lie, men will never be the allegation. You not be knowing from the get-go. You not be knowing.
And that's the
and you
hardest
be taking,
part.
Exactly, it's so sad, but they be knowing. And that's not to say like, men they can know but still figure it out. I agree.
Of course.
But you be knowing that this ain't it. You know when something might be it.
You knew Lucy weren't
but
it,
you
but
knew,
you still went there.
Man then be knowing when something ain't it. That one I'm gonna stand on. They know when it isn't it. They may,
of course.
She could be, she is, but she ain't.
I think men go in like, yes, possibly, and 0.
Yes. No. And the possibly is nearer to
and
the yes.
possibly it means yes. It just means that
it just means a little bit more.
So it's either yes or 0.
Thank you. There's
I've got some nuggets. If that man is still wasting your time, leave.
I
beg you with the blood of Jesus, leave that man.
And this is gonna sound
please.
Crazy. As you are sitting right now,
and he hasn't texted you. He hates you.
Listen to me and me, dada. That's me, my mother's tongue. Open your ears and open your lip, open your eyes, open your nose. Let me tell you right now, as you're sitting in your bed, you're riding in your car, you're walking in your job, you're in the gym, you're even getting that body right. Whatever it is, if right now for certain, there's an ounce of you that's thinking,
that's unsure, run.
That this man, hold on, let me think about it. Let me really think. Is this the person? Run. When I say don't run, it was skedaddled. Call Sari, fly out of that situationship in the name of Jesus. I release you in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Be freed from that man.
In Jesus' name, honestly.
Leave right now. Because if there's an element of you that's not sure, what exactly are you doing? And it's even more, I'm sorry to say, girls, I love you so much. It's been more than a year.
You say
no, I just want giving grace. I'm being nice. I'm being nice.
You don't know where you are.
It's been more than a year and you're still thinking it's true. Does this man have any intentions of
Sorry, I'm laughing because I can't.
No, I'm laughing. I was going to say, Tommy's only laughing because she's like you guys once upon a time.
I can't laugh.
But
sorry.
If there's a part of you that's still thinking it's true, does this man, am I sure? Actually, we haven't really defined, or you've asked him, and this is, I don't care, you can call it the Christianese girls are started. No, if you've asked that man about marriage and he doesn't have an answer for you, period.
And I think that's
I'm sorry, no.
That's
because I know you lot will say, it's too soon it's not too soon. If you're in a relationship, as in you're of age, or not you're doing 12 years, what's all that rubbish. Okay. But if you're in a relationship of good age, you can DM me if you want to know the age, and you can't ask your partner about marriage in terms of what that looks like, where they see them, when they see themselves getting married, and he's still telling you, if a man is saying will, if it's not that, my dear, what's your ring size? If it's will see, you need to.
I don't care if he say love you.
I don't. Don't.
Lizzie doesn't believe in that love, so don't get
that's. Let me tell you, girls, no one should ever, because that's where you'll get me angry. If you DM me, Lizzie, but he loves. Let me tell you right now.
He don't love you. I'll tell you that for free.
There's a version of love that is also hate. Let that free you in the name of Jesus. Let that free you in the name of the Father.
There's a thin line.
There is a version of love that is actually hate.
No, honestly, especially for any young girls who might be watching, I feel like it's so easy for a man to woo you, for him to spoon you, for him to make you think that you are his world. But if I think on the previous episode we spoke about this. One thing I've realized about men, it doesn't matter what that man is telling you, sis. When a man wants something, he's going to get it and he's going to keep it. So if he's telling you, I'm not sure, I can't,
it's not
maybe, babe, it ain't you. And one thing about that I had to realize is it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you.
Yes.
He's just not your person.
Thank you.
Because I think
that's
sometimes
really
we hold on.
That's very important.
Because we want to prove, no, I can be his wife.
Be it.
No, babe. You don't need to.
Can a jigsaw fit together if the pieces are not matched? No! You're not the jig to his saw. And that's okay.
And that's okay.
That's what I think, that's so freeing, because I think a lot of us women, unfortunately, want to fit into a mold that isn't created for you. That man is great. And like I said, that man is great.
It might be
I'm not saying that he's a wicked man, and girls don't do that.
Yeah, it doesn't make
just
him
because a man realizes that you are not for him, it doesn't make him wicked. Obviously, in that relationship, he can do wicked things, but because he's realized that you aren't that person, it doesn't make him wicked. If anything, by the grace of God, you've not married him. So it's like, it's freeing, because I don't know if you want to marry someone that said, at one point in our relationship here, it weren't you.
Heaven forbid.
God, do you want to receive some guests tonight?
It was Alicia.
like, it wasn't you, you know. God forbid, you'd rather him say, you'd want to know that, basically.
Sorry, this is like, I'm going to make a TikTok about this. The other day, I watched a show.
Yeah.
Basically, this, what do you call the Jewish...
What? Jewish what?
People.
Jewish people. I don't know what you want to say.
Rabbi. He was a rabbi.
Why didn't you say their leader, their teacher? Start this again.
The other day, I was watching a show about a Jewish rabbi who basically he fell in love with a shiksa. That's basically a non-Jew.
Oh, okay.
So, but he would stop at nothing for her.
Yeah.
Not that I agree with this. Despite his religion, despite what his parents said, despite the fact that he had an ex who was Jewish, he would stop at nothing for her. And at the end, basically, he got his dream role as the head rabbi. But it meant that she came to her senses and she was like, I can't do this. I can't take you away from your dream. And I'm not going to convert because the only reason I want to convert is because of you. Yeah. And that's wrong. So obviously she runs away and he runs after her. And he said, I don't care about that job anymore. I want you. And I know it was a show.
I was going to say, is this real life or...
But what that highlighted to me is that is so real, religion aside.
Okay.
When men want you and love you, they will do anything to be with you when they truly want you and they truly love you. I just feel like men these days
don't want anything.
They're not giving anything up.
They're not giving.
And you're still chasing him.
Do you know that?
Like, why?
You're still chasing a man that's not going to leave his house for you.
Because the thing is, I think that what the importance of that was to me is if you can see, and even in real life, if you can see men that stop at nothing, why would you settle for a man that ain't even stopping to pick you up?
Yeah, that's not trying.
Like, he's not even trying.
It's different if he doesn't, obviously if he doesn't drive, he's not able to, not saying that. But if he has the means, the opportunity, the ability to, and he's not offering...
Okay, even if he just said that, he doesn't even check on you in the morning.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't even, like, do normal things.
Like,
basic things, might I add. That's your enemy.
Like, why would you subject yourself to that? And I know in the situation it feels like, oh, I don't want to be single. I don't want to be by myself. But let me tell you, as a woman who did not want to be single, a woman who did not want to be by herself, I don't think I've been happier being single. Because it's so freeing to know that I'm not worried about, does this man like me? Is this man going to be with me? Is he going to wife me? Is he the one? No. All I need to worry is am I going to feed myself?
Honestly.
Because... Honestly, and I'm not saying,
and
obviously...
I think, no, you're right, because I think even, you know, people joke about it online, that, you know, women having to be reassured in marriage, like, they'll randomly ask their husbands, like, do you love me? But I know we're joking, but for a lot of people, that's the reality.
Real.
You have to keep asking, because if you're not with... Sorry, not that if you do it, he love you, but... Some people, they have to keep asking for that because you genuinely don't know if they do, which is so sad. But that's where, like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like in dating, we're not ready to explore that. We're not ready to, like, get to that point where you're really not settling for your person, because that's what I'm saying. That means a little bit harder. That means a little bit longer. And I think for men as well, I know... We'll get all the guys that we know on this pod one day.
I've got a perfect person you should get on this.
And I think from the guys that I know and speak to, that they're always saying how, yes, they are visual first, but it's so weird because they're all like, you know, but we want something real. They're always saying that.
And they just think women aren't real anymore. Huh? They just think we're not real.
Exactly. And then I think they just don't think, like, obviously, and like I said, they're visual beings. So, you know, the hair, the makeup, the body, like, there's so many nuances to women too. So we're not going to sit here and just think that it's always the men. Because women, I can't lie. And you know, you girls, we are doing some of you, when you come out of your house and when you come back home, it's two different ladies. Why? Or your attitude. Some of you, you're beautiful, but your attitude is bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's nasty. So no, because let's talk. Can we talk?
Can we talk?
No,
for real.
Some of you, your expectations is also not what you are. You are not your type's type. I even felt that one in my heart. Damn. Women. Damn. Don't worry, I'm feeling it too. Don't worry. As I said it, my head is also hurting me. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not. You're. Because you two, dating is not just happening because of the men. It's not happening because of you. They're not dating you because of you. They're not. You're not being true. You're not being your real self. You don't have etiquette. You don't have manners. They take you out to eat. You're eating like a thief. You're saying, I'm not going to bring my purse outside. Nasty. That's why they don't want to date us.
What's the meaning of that?
You don't bring... Who do you think you are?
And also, sorry, this is what I mean about the city girls thing. Sometimes I'm not saying be fake. Yeah. And I'm not saying like we need to, you know...
don't put your best foot forward.
To men.
Yeah.
But hello, opening your mouth to say, I'm not bringing my purse. Is everybody okay? And you want a man to take you serious? That's even irresponsible.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you be a mother?
Thank you.
You don't take your purse out.
Thank you. As a man that's watching you, she lead. Am I going to leave my kids to be raised by you? You don't bring your purse out. You don't have straight danger. If something happens to him, how are you going to get home? You didn't bring your purse. Oh, I expect him to come to my house and pick me up. That could be a murderer.
Oh my God.
You know, as in, but you don't have any awareness. You're not aware.
Yeah,
you're not aware.
And also, he lives in Kent.
Oh my gosh, don't get me. That's another thing.
You want him to come to
I'm
Brixton.
the queen of consideration. That's actually my brand. When it comes to ask my friends, before they tell me what their spouses or partners have done, I'm asking them, what did you do? Because I am a person that I can't stand when you haven't thought about another person's feelings before your own. And not to say like that means ignore yourself, but then it's like exactly while you're having your expectation, have you thought about what it'll be like for them? And that is a pet peeve. I know one of my boys who did that. He does not live in London. This girl not only expected, first of all, she was late as well. So it's like, then let's say the dinner was at 10 p.m.
I'm never late.
Okay. The dinner was at 10 p.m. He even respected that. Me, you know me, I'm not coming out now. You know, I'm not coming out. But he said, cool, change the arrangement, whatever. Not only did he pick her up, she now said, oh, I don't want to go home after the date. It was good. He's thinking, okay, cool. I don't live in London, but cool.
Yeah.
They've gone out for drinks, whatever, cool. Oh, like, yeah. Bro, it's like 2:00 in the morning. Yeah, I'm just going to be waiting in your car. So it was like, he didn't get to, not that he wouldn't, I know he would offer. I know he's not going to, I'm just going to wait in your car. Sisters walked to the car. It's a 2-hour journey to her house. Then it's another hour plus to his house. I've gone, charge it. He's gone, charge it. Then I'm thinking, do you know what? If anything, she's so lovely. She's so, it was worth, as you know, when it's like you said, if a man wanted to, so I thought he would now tell me, oh, do you know what? Yeah, it's been great. I've asked him, obviously he's told me the following day. I've now gone, oh, how's it been? Bro, I ain't even heard from her.
Sorry, just to add, so I want to add that in my relationship that what could have been said to be quite toxic at some points, I want to say that I was very loved. So I feel like I know what it is for a man to want you regardless. So ladies, what I need to say also is I will hold my hands up and say that maybe at times I did take that person for granted. Yeah. Ladies, please. Like, I would never do anything like that. But even when you're just speaking, I'm just thinking from a man's point of view, why would he want to do it again for the next person?
That's what I'm saying. And I think that's, like I said, he isolated that and said that's her, and I love that. Yeah. Because he didn't feel like
every woman is going to do that.
See what I mean? Yeah. He isolated to her and said that, yeah, she's a bit, but I said, even as a woman though, you can't, that's what I'm saying, you can have expectations, but you cannot have demands. Like, you can have expectations that, you'll be treated fairly.
I'm gonna wait.
But you can't demand that somebody does things because they don't own, that's somebody else's son.
Do you know that?
That's not your man. And even if he is your man, that's still not your dad. He doesn't owe that to you, because even in relationships, I mean, this one, like I told you, I'm controversial queen. Even in a relationship, everyone has to do things because they want to. No one has to do things because they have to. You know when people are like, oh, he has to. He doesn't have to do anything.
Have to do anything.
He should want to.
Yeah.
I want to be with someone who wants to, but he shouldn't have to do. Because I know there's people like, he has to send me flowers. I don't want flowers that I have to tell you about. I'm one of those people.
Lizzie don't even want the flowers at all.
I was going to say, that's a bad example. I don't want flowers either.
She don't want them.
But I don't want something I have to tell you to give me. I don't know how girls even appreciate that. I don't want, if I'm like, oh, you have to keep, I don't want that. Because you didn't want to give that to me.
Yeah.
So that's even worse. And I think as women as well, like something that's hindered us from dating is like there's too much demand on what a man should do for you. And don't get it twisted, men, that doesn't mean I would be slacking. Hello. But at the same time, I think we have a miscommunication in dating. That's how I would summarize this year. I think there's a huge miscommunication in dating, because when you actually talk to men that you're not dating, this is the key, guys. Note this one down. Talk to a man that you're not interested in.
It's brilliant.
You will see, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because it's only when you're now interested in somebody, like I said, unfortunately in dating as well, we put our best foot forward. Whereas
I don't. I just start talking about stuff that don't even make no damn sense. I scare men away, so there's that.
Yeah, you do. Normal people, they put their best foot forward.
Yeah.
And I think, but when you have, and this is why it's so important in heterosexual relationships to have friends of the opposite gender.
Yes.
Because if you don't, it shows on a date.
Okay.
It shows. No. A man that doesn't have female friends, it shows when he goes out on a date. And same thing with girls. A girl that doesn't know men, as you don't understand how boys work, it shows on a date. You'll be taken for idiot. You'll be taken for fool. But I think
sorry, disclaimer, I scare men because I'm so hilarious, by the way. They just don't get my jokes.
That's actually not a lie, by the way.
It's just the problem is I get shy when I like people, so I don't know how to behave. Whereas when I'm not interested, we can have a best conversation ever.
But that's my point, though. I think we, women and men, I think in terms of dating, first of all, we also need to, this is an attack for me. I even feel sad for saying it.
Oh, so sorry about that.
You actually have to put yourself out there, which we don't do.
No, because, Lizzie, can we talk?
I don't think we should. Talk. I think we should wrap this. Episode. I'm starting to get hot. I've got a migraine.
Because
I don't think
AI.
She said the two words. Oh,
Ibadan. Was it Sapa?
She said Sapa. I'm making sure all of this goes in the edit. So continue saying rubbish. Continue saying.
Because should we really be putting ourselves out there?
I think we should.
Oh, sorry. What is it?
So basically, Tommy's going on a rampage on all the ways that she's put herself out there, and it's been disgrace. Not embarrassing, disgrace. Which we will also talk about in a different episode, because that needs its own 10 hours.
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't believe.
I don't think we put ourselves out there. I don't think we do. I don't. Okay. You don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Crazy, Lizzie.
You don't. Okay,
so
sorry.
What do I do then?
Sorry, like I said, we didn't define this one. Online and reality.
Okay, in reality, I don't.
Thank
do
you.
That. I don't. Do
Online,
that.
I can't lie, Tommy. You do your thing.
Well,
I mean, let's talk about it.
I think
online dating, guys. How are you finding it?
Can I just say something? Do you not think that I put myself out there in person?
No.
So you're telling me,
Tommy, you've gone to the same 3 places in your whole life. You don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
So where have you put yourself out there? Is it
that'll do it?
A wedding? No. Is it a wedding?
That'll do it.
Is it what? Where have you gone?
Okay,
You've gone nowhere in person. You go to work, and we all know how you look when you go to work. So don't worry, I'm the same. Don't look any better.
Okay.
But where have you put yourself? Do you know what I mean? Online. That's what I said. I'll give you that.
Okay.
And let's talk about online dating. I'm gonna say my views, and then I can't do Lizzie Alabi Kudishi. I can't do online dating personally because I don't have to connect online.
Define online dating though.
Sorry, online dating is from anywhere that you meet on the internet. So it can be.
But are you speaking about apps?
No, I was gonna say both. So it can be apps. It can be social media, Instagram. I'm more for social media because I can see a better history.
Yeah.
I feel like dating apps is a bit too it's a bit too restrictive for me.
Okay.
So I feel like I'm not against dating apps, by the way, because I've seen some great stories, but I've also seen horror. But I think for me online, I just don't connect with people online. I'm such a vibe girl in terms of in person, we'll have the best time. But obviously, I'm here to tell you that has worked to my detriment. Don't ever think for 1 second I'm saying it like it's helped me. It bloody hasn't. And I should consider online, but I'm just not an online girl. So, but whereas with Tom, the floor is yours. I think I have friends. I have so many people that we need to invite for online dating.
Honestly,
because it's
the good and the bad.
The good and the bad. But I think, go on, for you, you put yourself out there. How's that been?
Still single, ain't I?
Let me even clarify. She's not just single. Damn.
I don't even have a man in my DMs.
We can record this podcast for 24 hours. Nobody will text us. So sorry to say.
Actually, my mum texts me.
You see what I mean? Not a man. We could go missing for God knows for how long. Who will know? Just our mummies and daddies.
Online dating. A phenomenon.
Online dating?
Online dating. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think online dating, especially apps, are the biggest joke to man. I think apps are, I'm not judging anyone, and I've seen people get married from apps.
It's not a judging thing. It's just the apps are
My cousin, that beautiful wedding I went to in July,
yes,
she married from an app. Let me tell you something. She married well.
Yes, she did.
She married well.
Yep.
So I don't think that apps are necessarily a bad thing, but I think for me, they don't seem to work. Although I do kind of feel like God's gonna make me eat my words and like marry off an app or something. I don't know. Okay. Watch this space. But for me, I think apps are a joke for several reasons. I think everyone on apps now are actually mad, and I'm not joking. I think everyone on an app post-COVID is sick.
Can we give some grace?
Sorry, no.
No, she said that all of y'all are wilding now.
I've tried apps, yeah. And I've tried to take apps serious. And every single person I've met on an app is mad. In a different way. Some of them, like, it might get to conversation. I've never been on a date from an app. Let's just start there.
Okay.
So apps,
then you can't really say this then.
No, but I've spoken.
That's what I'm saying. You've had some chit chat.
What's his face?
Don't say anybody's name.
I won't, but what's his face?
Who? Oh, and I gave him a name. That one. That one.
D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dulali. I can say that. That ain't his name. Dulali. Yes. I can say that.
See what I mean? Yeah. Mad. For no reason.
Okay.
Like, they're just weird. I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like, if we're being honest, the type of men that I like don't take apps serious. And that's not even to necessarily say like it's like sleeping around or whatever, but it's just like I don't think they really are on an app because they're trying to meet the love of their lives. I don't know what they're looking for.
That's not to say some of the men that
That's not to say some aren't, but I think the ones that
you've been seeing
tend to see and the ones that I am attracted to, unfortunately, don't. Also, because I do like a bit of the black equivalent of a geezer. Yes. So whatever the black equivalent of that is, he ain't on an app because he don't need to be on an app, baby. Okay. Like he don't need to be on an app.
Okay, how would you say?
My type is changing. Yes. And also I do think that there may be those, you know, the atoms that you spoke about at first? They are there, but I just haven't come across them.
Okay.
They're like diamonds in the mines or whatever.
So how would you find it as a Christian also dating these apps?
Let me tell you a story, guys. I spoke to a man. Let me try and find the conversation. I spoke to a man and he said to me, all you girls that are trying to be celibate need to put that in your bio because that's dead. He said, I'm looking for... I won't say what he said I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But he said he wants him a sinner and a freak. That's what he said.
So
that's
your advice to Christians trying to date on these apps would be don't.
Okay, no.
I don't-
My pastor said you can.
No, it's not about that.
Do you know
It's
what?
not right or wrong.
I think there's no right and wrong with apps. I think you go in prayerfully, and I think you going spiritually led. I think if you're speaking to someone and it's very clear this person's views don't align with you, then don't even bother entertaining that conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that there aren't Christians on these apps, because there are obviously people like us. Lizzie would never join an app, and I'm never going back on one unless it's rare, because I can't lie. There'll be some rich men on there, but then rich men don't like black women. So that's a story for another. That's a story for another day.
That's making the
Crisis
edit
trauma.
too. She said, yeah.
They didn't match me, but it's okay. Please don't cancel my account. Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't cancel it.
Don't go and say
I think it's a great app for making friends. It's a good app.
So do you think Christians should we get our own app?
No, because I also joined a Christian app, and there were men on there that looked like they weren't looking for Christian women. I'll tell you that for free. They definitely weren't Christians too. So I think what's that thing called? Salt. That was the worst app I've ever joined in my life. The men weren't Christians.
Guys, I'm actually laughing because I genuinely didn't know that.
They weren't Christians. Lizzie, you do know this. I've told you this.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not taking that serious because that's mad. That's what I was going to say. I was going to suggest Christian apps, you know. Not that I would also go on there.
I just think it's with anything. You're going with discernment.
Yeah. Also, and I think, but what you said in the beginning is very important. Not in the beginning, but just before, was the fact that you know what is not okay. Yeah. And you know what it is.
So when he's talking rubbish,
it's not,
bye, go.
let it go.
Bye. You don't even need to waste 30 seconds.
Yeah. Don't try and do the whole, oh, he'll change.
He won't.
Or we'll figure it out.
You end up in the backseat of his car.
Thank you. You will end up in McDonald's pregnant.
Preg what?
And if you're going to a scary church where they do pregnancy tests before you're married, you're finished. So
really?
Yeah. I used to go, I didn't used to go. No, let's not do that. I used to know a church. Yeah, you do a pregnancy test. In fact,
fair enough.
A church very close to home.
Oh.
You do pregnancy tests before you try anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if you're doing hanky panky, they can cash you out. Whether your bump is showing or not, they'll cash you. But yeah, I think it's easier to date online because, like I said, I think people are stush in real life.
I'm sorry, Lizzie. I have to categorically disagree.
Do you? I
Lizzie,
don't.
you've seen my track record.
Yeah, and I think you've had it worse in person.
Are you crazy?
No, not okay.
I'm joking
Sorry,
or what?
That doesn't make sense. You've not had it in person.
It's better like that.
But that's my point. Like, I think it's harder to date in person.
No, the only reason
no one goes like, and also that's another thing, guys. I need you lot to really comment. Where are you lot meeting people? Because I'm saying even
DLT'd.
That you need to grow up. I'm sorry, anyone that goes DLT also grow up.
The other people are marrying there.
You need to grow up.
Okay.
You need to grow up.
I didn't say that. If you want me to come, I can come to your party.
I mean, if you want to fly me out though, I don't mind though. But I think it's harder to because like I said, there's too much expectations in person that I feel like no one talks anymore. Like I'm saying because I don't believe in we're not weirdos.
Can I tell you something, Lizzie? I just want to say one thing about online.
Yeah.
Men online don't laugh. I personally think we could end the episode there, but sorry, carry on. Because men online, you know what? I'm gonna add the screenshot.
The screenshot.
If I still have it.
Yeah. Don't laugh. He's not a real person. Anyway, we call him AI for all.
I don't even remember his real name.
Same. His name is AI.
I remember it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't have a clue.
I remember it.
But no, I do. That's what I'm saying. But at least there's more. I think there's more conversation.
Because you have to.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you can genuinely meet people.
Yeah.
I don't think in person people are genuinely making connections because there's. Obviously there are. I'm not saying it's not zero, but I'm just in terms of you'll go to a wedding. Once upon a time, you'll go to a wedding. Boy meets girl on the dance floor.
Hi, what's your name? Hi.
Not even hi, what's your name? You just catch a vibe.
Shaku on the beat.
Do you know what I mean? You catch a vibe on a great song. Oh, let's get. Oh, what's your name? Who do you know? The bride, the groom. And this, do you know what I mean? And
I came with my girl.
Do you know what I mean? And he's like, oh yeah, I've known you for 5 years.
Oh,
that's my boy. You know, even that, just conversate. I'm saying even conversations don't really happen unless it's people you know.
Yeah.
That every time I go out, it's the people I already know. It's
I
rare
agree.
that I meet someone new.
But do you not think everyone's married at weddings now?
Also that, but then married people don't always wear rings. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to leave that there. But I think the single ones that are actually single, they're not either. And then also people are dating you wouldn't know.
Men, are you scared? Tell us.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. We're going to bring the man them. And girls, bring your questions for the man them.
I've got people for you to bring,
I don't really
Lizzie.
want the people you want to bring. But I do think like we need to have a conversation about how we can healthily is not even a word. We can date in a healthy way, but we can actually also date, because like you said, in as much as a lot of marriages and relationships are happening, there are so many that aren't. There are actually so many that aren't. And I'm thinking it's not like there's not good girls and there's not good guys. There is.
Yeah.
But how do we just make them meet? How do we bring y'all together? Should we start...
No.
Obviously, in the future,
no.
Like when obviously you guys are going to support us because you guys are real ones.
No.
When we do, by the grace of God, if the Lord wills it, if we have a live show,
a dating show.
No, a live show.
But are you going to allude to dating?
No, but we just bring them in the same space. Do you know how sick that would be? So we have a live show.
Okay.
Girls, guys, come. And we're talking.
I like your style.
Do you know what I mean? We're having a conversation. We bring people from the audience up on stage, man them. What is it? And we talk.
I like your style.
So guys, get us there.
Bring me there, Bill.
But yeah, I would love that, because I think also creating platforms and spaces for people to meet, I think maybe that's what we have to do, because it's true. We can't always wait till a wedding.
But do you not think we have those though?
Such as?
But
you know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you. So you're going to retract that statement and say something tangible, or we cut the cameras? Which one? We cut the cameras?
Such as... I'll get back to you in 3 working days.
Thank you. I do think there are stuff, but then people aren't going to it.
Exactly. So we do have it.
That's what I'm saying. But I think we need to create something that we would go to.
Because they have like these Christian mixers.
No, it's not. I don't think it should be
labeled.
That's what I'm saying. Labeled. I'm not saying, of course, hello, Jesus children, come. But I'm saying like, and not, that's what I'm saying. Let's make it informal. I'm talking about meeting people. Because like I said, it can be like.
People just need to meet.
You meet. Oh, I've got my cousin. You know, like, let's go back to how it was before. Oh, yeah, you know, my cousin's friend, my brother's friend, my sister's...
Broaden your horizons too. Like, date Harry.
Also that. I think some people are closed-minded as well. Exactly.
I'm very open-minded. I will date Puerto Rican.
No, I won't.
Spanish. English.
No. But love
French.
That for you. But yeah, also, let's do... Do you know what I mean? Like, I think if we can create spaces just for people to meet, that's what I'm more keen about. If you happen to meet the love of your life, glory be to God. But if you don't,
no, that's okay.
Also, like,
yeah.
just broaden your friendships, broaden your circles.
Yeah.
Meet people in destiny. Do you know what I mean? Meet people that will maybe elevate you in this area that meets you in that area.
No, I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
That.
So,
I agree.
for example, that dating app you were talking about for the elitist, you might meet them through...
I got to resubscribe. It was getting a bit expensive.
But yeah, you might meet somebody, do you know what I mean? That now sponsors your flipping dating site. So I think that we need to be less stush as human beings. I think we are and stush means very rigid, very keep to myself.
Yeah, uppity.
Very, you know, I only talk to certain kind. No, bun all of that. I think we just need to be more open, like you said. I do think we need to be more open with the people that we speak. And then also, ladies, not to come for you again, and I need to practice this, I think be willing to speak to men as well, and not like on a moving thing, but speak to them. Tommy's saying no. She's absolutely, for those listening, she's doing the hand on the neck. Yeah, cut the cameras. No. But I think speaking to men platonically will help your dating. Ladies, stop falling.
And also...
Stand up. He's nice to you. He's got a great smile. He's respectful.
He smells good.
It doesn't mean he likes you.
He got that chocolate skin.
Just be his friend. And don't... It's not... And also, girls, we do this a lot. Stop seeing every man as a potential husband. Seller.
Because he ain't.
First of all.
Because he ain't.
So, yeah, I think stop having expectations that are not realistic, and then stop seeing every man as potential husbands, because it's ruining your dating life.
And I think just to add to that as well, and it's something that I'm learning, I do feel like everyone says this, but I think it's the reality. And what I've seen in most people that are married, especially women, they always say, he wasn't my spec. He wasn't my spec. I didn't say that you found him the most unattractive man in the world, but he wasn't necessarily what I thought I wanted. And I think being more open-minded in that sense, like, for example, you may be someone who only likes to date, you know, VPs in investment banks, but actually this lovely painter creative comes along and he's giving you the world.
Absolutely. You better be a VP too, though. Don't get me angry.
Lizzie said your type is not your type.
You better be a VP, because if that's the case, you better be a CEO.
You know, some women like to be looked after. No.
And then this is why you're single. Sorry. Love you, sis, but that's why. Sorry. Someone has to say.
Or, you know, you say you like men with dreads, but a bald man comes along. You know, these are not the hills that we need to die on.
It's not. That's the truth. It's, some of us, we do need to... The list needs to go.
And another thing that I will say as well is that not that you should be with someone that obviously is like abusive or whatever, but I think sometimes, like going back to what we were saying before in terms of the staying factor, I think sometimes you do need to give people grace to grow. Because, for example, we speak about love languages a lot. Some people, for whatever reason, may not understand your love language. That might not be something that's natural to them. I think the most important thing is a man that is willing to learn.
A teachable man
is the most beautiful thing. Because, for example, someone's love language may be words of affirmation. He just might not be a talker, but he's a doer. He might not tell you he loves you every day of the week, but baby, he gonna cut. This girl's not okay.
This is word. PT, poetry. PT.
Get out.
Preach.
But every night he might come home with... for example, he may make
your... Stop coming home to your marriage.
Okay, when you're married.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. But like, every day he sees you, he makes your life easier. If you have a salon, he fixes the chair for you. He goes out of his way.
I love you every 2 seconds.
He buys that diffuser, that £400 diffuser you've been talking about. He bought that for you.
I saw this and I thought of
you. And he thought of you. Oh, babe, you said you were hungry. Oh, last week you mentioned that you liked Chanel Mademoiselle, so I bought you 3.
Yeah. With a random different color because it will sit your skin.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even forget gifts. Forget gifts.
And then they'll come and say, they started
materialistic. He picks you up from work. You work in Croydon. He drops you at home in Peckham and you're still complaining.
You're still shouting. And you live in Netherlands, in Croydon.
And he lives in Romford.
And he comes all the way down.
Or he broke his leg.
Facts.
And he got on that train to carry your mirror to your house. All the way.
He didn't have
to somewhere.
And he did it.
And he still did that. Or you wanted to go out. He had a broken leg. And he still went out with you.
Yeah. No. Oh, damn.
He still did it.
Facts. And I think it's true. I think that's so key. But this is what I'm saying. I think dating is so much harder because a lot of us don't know ourselves. So you don't know what you want, how you want to be loved. Yeah. But then also you haven't done the work so you know how to give love. Because even the way I receive love, you need to be able to give it in the way that you don't receive. Yeah. Because I can be I'm a acts of service girly, but if my man is going to die on the hill of words of affirmation, I'm going to learn how to speak.
Of course.
So there's a level of, even though you don't, like you said, you don't necessarily, it comes natural to you, but because you want that person to be loved the way they understand love, you do that. Yeah. And I think the more we start to accept, you know, first of all, how we want to be loved, but then also be willing to love those the way they want to, that's where we start growing and he becomes, because I think there's a level of...
Flower.
He becomes, do you know what? And the thing is, I can meet somebody, and that's a really good example. I don't like flowers, for example, but he understands like flowers is the thing. So let's say he's always giving his mom, his sisters, and you know, flowers is, he loves giving that. I'm gonna learn to appreciate it, not the flower itself. It's come from you.
It's the act.
It's come from you. It's come from the intention. It's come from the way you like to show love. course I'm gonna accept them flowers. Gonna throw it, but gonna love it.
Okay, she's not gonna.
I am gonna throw it. Because I'll give it to Tommy.
Okay. I don't want it. My husband's gonna give me my own. Thank you. He's gonna get it straight.
But yeah,
from Paris.
I agree. I do believe that there is. We need to learn to also endure the process.
And I think also one thing that I think we need to identify is where our love language comes from.
Yes.
Because I think a lot of love languages are from trauma. For example, words of affirmation. Come on. My mum, she didn't tell me she loved me. That woman loves me to pieces,
but
and I know that she doesn't say that. So that's something I really crave. Like, I want to be told, but also I've seen in words of "Mummy, I love you, please," because I know she'll now be upset.
Yeah, that's I love you, fam.
I love you.
Yeah, and I know she loves you.
She's not a talker. She's an acts of service. So if I need something, my mum's gonna go above and beyond to do that. Me that I'm looking for a job, it's my mum that's looking for a job more than me. So I think sometimes it comes from a place of trauma, and then you take others for granted. So, for example, acts of service to me is something that's normal now.
That's what they
do.
Like,
you should be doing that, but I shouldn't. And I've seen that in my dating, I maybe have taken acts of service for granted because I almost feel like you said, it's just expected, whereas it shouldn't. And I am now more grateful for the little things. But I also see that me being a words of affirmation girly sometimes works to my detriment, because now I don't look at what people do. I go by what you say.
That's too good. And why that's so good is because, first of all, she's realised it. This is why we love our self-aware, babe. We do love that. Over here in this pod, we self-aware, honey. And I think why that is so profound. Is because I've never heard anyone really say that how I want to be loved can also be my detriment, because I only now believe.
Yeah, that's the only way.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
And that's so key and so dangerous if not handled correctly, because it's so easy as somebody who does receive words of affirmation. Imagine if you're like that and you're not in tune with your other love languages, or even in tune with who you are, who God has made you to be. Every word that comes from a man's mouth, you believe.
Yeah, he will say he loves you and beat you up, but he says he loves me.
Because of words, exactly. Yeah. Because he tells me, he
then
may not show me, but he tells me. So I think it's also very important to identify your love language, but also know the boundary of your love language.
And you can ask God.
And I think you can also allow God to prune it. You can allow God to even give you the rest of them, because me, I'm not really a gifts girl, but I will become that.
Do you know what though? I watched a video the other day, because I've always said I'm not a gifts girl, and Moya always used to say that she's a gifts girl, and I never used to get it.
Love you, girl.
Love you, girl. But what I realized when I watched this TikTok is basically this girl, she had like Apple headphones, and the buds got dirty basically. So she received a parcel, and it was basically new covers for her AirPods. And she was just basically saying, like, this man is the best man ever, because he literally saw that her earphones were dirty, so he bought her new buds. And she was like, when I say I love gifts, this is what I mean. Like, it's not the price. It's not, he went, oh my God, it's a gift. It's more, you thought about me, and you thought, this is something that would make her happy. This is, and it's something so small, but you thought of me. And then that's what made me realize, like that's what,
how
like,
I can appreciate gifts as an
because I've never seen, because like you can buy me a Rolex, but what does that mean? You can just be trying to shut me up.
It could be a sorry gift. Yeah, I don't want that.
But when it's intention and there's purpose behind it, I think gift giving actually probably is higher than I thought that it originally was. Because
if a man did like what you just said, I heard you talk about this the other day,
so and I've had that, and that's the most beautiful thing.
I heard that. I saw, and this one is me. I saw that thing and I thought of you. You
thought of me?
You didn't think, you better stop. I didn't run through your mind.
Okay,
continue running.
I didn't run over you.
No, that's not the words. That's just not. And I'm not even going to let you land, because it's not. Thank you so much. But yeah, I think, you're right. And I think that's how all the gifts can be honed in, because like I said, once upon a time, I would have said I'm not a words of affirmation girly, but you speak life into me. You think I'm going to say no? You think I'm going to say...
Exactly.
You're going to pray for me?
Where are the men that speak life anyway?
Because a man that speaks life...
Yeah. Inject it.
A man that will pray. I didn't ask you to.
Oh.
Let me pray for you.
Do they exist?
Men, do you exist? Do you pray for your girl?
Can we talk?
Do you pray for girls?
If you pray for your girl, please comment.
Please comment. I want to see.
More than twice in a year.
And she didn't ask you.
By the way.
She didn't prompt it.
Or you said down together.
I just want to pray for you today. Jeez.
Because I love you.
Because I'll be in my room fighting the air, you know. I'll be one of those lover girls, like I won't say it.
And then on the phone, she'll be like,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, really?
That's
like,
so
cool,
cute.
That's so cute.
Thank you.
Bro. God.
God, you did your big one.
I'm going to pray extra tonight.
This girl's mad.
That's
Okay,
what I'm saying.
thank you.
I'm going to spend 2 more hours with you. That's what I say. Facts. What? You pray? I think I say it to the people, my love language is prayer.
Yeah.
Because I just think it's the purest form of, bro, you went to God about me.
Yeah, and you put your needs aside for mine.
Do you know what I mean? To take God's time.
Yeah, no facts.
And not dwell on your stuff. Me.
Yeah.
Bro. So I appreciate, that's what I'm saying. And I wasn't, like I said, and that's what revealed words of, because I was not, every time I heard words, I don't need you to tell me I'm great.
Okay.
Like, that's just, as it doesn't move me. And that might be rooted in trauma, but that's for another day. But yeah, it just didn't move me. So, but then it's like allowing God to like, nah, bro, all of these things I've given to you. All these gifts.
I saw somewhere that basically said like your love language is God's way of communicating with you.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
So like with words, and I think this is where the enemy attacks me the most.
Scriptural.
I'll be running away from that Bible boy, but that's where I need to stay.
Girl. Oh my God, that's scriptural.
How scriptural?
What scripture is that? That is so scriptural.
Honestly.
Oh my gosh, because it's true. You can, for acts of service, he done die for us.
No, literally.
That is good.
Literally. Like every love language is God showing us how he loves us, and whatever yours is how God like wants to communicate with you. Wow. And when I saw that, I realized that's so true. That's because good. The very thing that I use to fight against God is always words. I'm always telling myself, oh, you can't, you're this, you're that.
Yes.
But it's like, actually, no, God has spoken. God has said, it's there.
Yeah,
if you would just read
me.
Hello.
You will find affirmations in me. And why I think that's so good, because mine, like I said, it was acts of service. I get thrown off every time I remember what Jesus did for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, nothing moves me more than you, like I said, you went out of your way. You didn't have to, but you did it anyway. Mm-hmm. That always, if someone says like, oh, what, like, how, that, when people say, how do you, exactly, and then it's like, yes, the gospel is amazing, of course, but that part of the gospel, that's where I feel the most love.
Yes.
I feel the most love amazing. In the service of what Jesus did for me. That's sick. Like, it's so true. You receive love in the way that you understand it the best.
Yeah. What can I say? I'm a poet.
Hello, Pity.
Don't play with me.
Wow. See, this is why they're missing out and we're not dating. But then it just means the men that we date is crazy. Anyway, I'm telling you now, it's crazy.
If you see me on a yacht,
don't be shocked. Yeah, we need to end now. If you see me on a yacht,
and on that note, guys.
On that note, I hope you've been dating. Ooh. And if you've not been dating, I hope we go again. Oh my God,
let's start a dating hotline.
Yeah, so
send your picture in. Send your spec.
Oh my gosh, we could do that also. What will be when we start releasing?
Is your brother single?
We'll do a whole. Is who?
Your brother single.
Are you trying to incriminate him, or are you trying to be good? I don't know, because by the time this comes out, I don't know. He can be a pioneer though. I think. Well, he's single.
I think you should get him. We should use him.
I don't think we should ever use him. But what I was going to say, I think we should definitely do that segment of like, we'll do dating. So people will send in their stories. I can't wait for that. Of online.
Oh no, Lizzie, we have to do that next episode.
Yeah. But no, it has to come out first.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So it'll have to be in like season 2.
Damn.
I know. That would be sick.
I'll be scared.
I know. That's what I'm saying. But I would love it. And then we can do like, obviously, church edition.
We have to get Femi on.
Of course we do. But I don't know what for yet, but we do.
No, we have to.
Of course we do. But yeah, we have to do that. And then the church edition as well. We kind of strayed away from that, which I wanted to get into, but we'll get to that another time.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we've come to the end
of the road.
Wait, have we? Oh, yeah. Okay. We've come to the end of Emerald. I want to say episode numero and it got mixed. We've come to the end of the episode 5. I've been Lizzie. Who've you been?
Tommy.
Oh,
Teaching how to Dougie.
Okay, no. And we've been Can We Talk
Can We
Podcast.
Talk?
Make sure you guys like, you comment,
subscribe.
Let us know how your dating stories have been. Also, DM us your stories because we want to hear them. We want to know how dating has been for you in 2024, online, in person, in church, at weddings, wherever you've met your significant other or post ex significant other, because we don't know as in they could be single by the time this comes out. It is well though. We love you. We've got all the love. Do you know what I mean? If they don't want to love you, we love you. And yeah, see you guys on our next episode.
Ciao.
Ciao Bella.